Hey guys, welcome back to Mountain Murders.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Dylan.
You are very Dylan-y today. I'll tell you what.
I think we spent too much time together.
I think I've spent too much time with you for sure.
Yeah, well, you know what? What can I say? I woke up feeling a little bit sassy. We had to run some errands, had to go to Asheville, as it's known in certain circles.
Trashville?
Yeah, Trashville.
Okay, so we had to go over to Asheville because I had a VA doctor's appointment.
Right.
Which surprisingly went very well.
It did.
It was a quick in and out.
It makes me want national health care coverage for everybody. Okay. It was that good of an experience.
Yeah, well, don't get on your platform just yet.
I won't.
So then we spent some time, we were actually talking about recording an episode that's just driving around in Asheville talking shit. We started to record that. I don't know how well it went. We may have to edit it a little bit, and we might post it like on Patreon or something.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Right. That could be fun.
But we've had a great day. You've been very, I don't know what. At first I was like, have you been day drinking?
Oh, baby.
You were singing about beans in the car.
Baked beans.
You've just been ridiculous all day. So I can only imagine what you're going to say during this episode.
Well, I will say it's a bit of a zany episode.
Okay, yeah, we should preface this with, so this is a true crime story, and we by no means want to poke fun at the victims.
No.
We definitely feel bad for these people.
That's the only people in this story we feel bad for.
Okay, we are not going to be objective, and we are going to seriously rag on the people involved in the story.
On the bad people involved.
Because they're fucking idiots.
They're stupid.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, these people are fucking idiots. This is going to be a great story. It's so entertaining, but it's also very tragic.
Yes, I feel bad for the victims, obviously, always. But these people, my God.
They're like the dumbest fucking people I've ever encountered, I think. Or heard of. I don't know. They're pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we have some local news, unfortunately.
It's true. You know, we talk about true crime all the time.
Oh, my God.
Well, we do. We're like obsessed with true crime.
I know, it's true.
Talk about it quite a bit. We are interested in the cases. I mean, this is like a part of our lives. But when a tragedy happens, less than 2 miles from our house?
Yeah, it's up the road.
Fucked up.
It is fucked up, and it kind of grounds you, really.
It's a really sad story. This woman, and apparently she went to my high school. I don't remember her. Face is very familiar, but I don't really remember her. But many of my high school friends knew her. Was 4 months pregnant and dating this guy. He looks like a real fucking creeper.
My God.
We stalked his Facebook. He's a fucking idiot.
His timeline was so weird.
He had all these stupid filtered photos of himself.
It was like princess filters and stuff.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to bash you for using filters, but when you're taking like a picture and you're doing a photo lab where it's like your face in a field of fucking daisies, that's weird.
That is fucking weird. I don't care who you are. It's
strange to me.
It's weird to me. And then followed up with Bible quotes.
But then he was like singing weird acoustic guitar songs.
Yeah, and then you go fucking kill somebody.
So yeah, this lady, her name is Cynthia Smith, 4 months pregnant. This fucker basically stalks her.
Yep.
Creeps up on her early in the morning when she's on her way to work. She's going out to the car to leave for work, and this fucker comes up behind her, stabs her.
Just kills her.
And her unborn child. His baby.
And she's pregnant with his baby.
God. And then the moron kills himself. So got the murder-suicide thing happening, which I'll never understand. If you want to die, then off yourself, dude. But why you gotta fucking kill an innocent person in the process?
I don't know. How cowardly is that? You kill someone and then kill yourself so you don't even have to deal with the repercussions of your actions.
It's a fucking piece of shit right there.
The family can't see you in court. You can't get any closure. They can't ask why. None of that.
And then you've got this unborn child, his baby. And he just doesn't even fucking care, I guess.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's a really sad story, and it's deeply affected our community. And, it just really drives home kind of what we do here.
It really does. It kind of, because a lot of stuff, even if it is in the area or it's an old case, you're not connected to it in any way. But just to have that happen that close to us.
And to be up close and personal with, people on social media sharing their stories, their photos. the good
People on
memories
social
they
media
have.
talking about what a good guy he was.
Oh my God, yeah. So let's get into this, right? So the local police department had a press release posted about what had happened. And of course, all these people are like, oh, this is terrible. Thoughts and prayers. Got to the family. You know, there's a lot of sympathy going on there. But then there were a few people who were like, this guy's an asshole and I hope he's burning in hell, or he's a psycho. I can't believe he would do something like this. And then you've got his family on there defending him. And my thing is, you can have those feelings because I understand if you're related to this guy, he's your father, he's your cousin, he's your uncle, you're going to have some feelings about him. But you need to take time to grieve. Why are you grieving on social media? Of all the fucking places in the world you don't need to be right now is on the internet?
No.
The internet is just a cesspool of trolls and bullshit, and I know because I'm one of those fuckers. So I'm like, that's like the worst place to be. So you need to have your grief, and you need to process that in private, and don't even read these comments. Instead of on there arguing with people and defending him like, he was a really good guy, you just don't even know him. You have no place to judge. And if people are like, he murdered an innocent woman and her baby, I don't know.
If it was my brother, I'd be like, what the hell? What did his crazy ass do? I don't think I would have those instantly wanting to talk about the time at a cookout. He was a great guy or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, he loved animals.
I would just be like, what? That crazy son of a bitch. What an
asshole. He nursed
asshole.
a baby squirrel back to health. It's like, okay, but that doesn't negate the fact that he's a fucking psycho.
And he murdered.
Because a normal functioning person that's not like a psychotic isn't going to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
Someone pregnant with their
and
child.
Stalk them, like hunt them down like they're an animal, like they're prey. I don't know. Again, I feel like you're entitled to grieve and you can miss him and you can love this person, but that doesn't change the fact that he's an asshole.
A crazy asshole.
Any of my relatives that did some shit like this, I can love them, but I can also recognize that that's a piece of shit move. I'm not going to defend them, I guess, is the bottom line.
No.
And so here we are talking about this guy, but
damn that guy.
Fuck this guy.
For real. I don't give a damn if he is down the road.
Yeah.
He should have killed himself first. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it.
Just what a psycho. And I guess the thing that really bothers me too, if you look through all of his posts, because like I said, we've stalked his Facebook account, he's got like all these Bible quotes and all this talk about going to church and being saved. And it's just so hypocritical.
That's the hypocritical people who make other religious people look bad. Because that is, I mean, you're claiming all these quotes from the Bible and all this mess, and then you're going to go kill the woman that's pregnant with your child.
Because she broke up with you. And she probably didn't dump you because you were just a fucking amazing man. Good guys typically don't get dumped.
She probably gave him 50 chances. I'm going to guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're speculating. We don't really know. And of course, we've heard a lot of rumor and conversation about what that relationship was like. So we don't really know for certain.
No, and we shouldn't talk about that.
I'm just saying that if you're a really good, decent man, you're probably not getting dumped. And she's probably not hiding from you.
When she's pregnant with
your baby. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And
sad story.
Very sad
story.
Very sad. And I feel so bad for her and her unborn child and the family left behind.
She's really fucking sad.
It is.
And again, it really kind of hits home with like what we do and what we talk about.
It does.
These are real lives and these are real people.
It is.
And so it's important, I think, to tell their stories.
It is.
And so we have the story for you today. And like I said, the victims in this case, it's again one of those situations where it's like such a senseless murder and crime. But you look at the fucking people who perpetrated the crime and you're like, who the fuck are these mongoloid fucking Neanderthal people?
Because, oh my God.
Because I feel like the sum of all 4 IQs in the story are maybe like a 26. Like, these people are fucking dumb.
When I read shit like this, it makes me think.
It's like the stupidest people.
Who ties your shoes for you in the morning? You dumbass.
Yeah.
Because this is beyond senseless. This doesn't make any sense. And I can't believe there's people out there that would believe this bullshit.
Listen, but you're going to see as we lay the story out for you how fucking absurd the whole thing is. Are you ready to get started, Dylan?
I am ready.
Our story today takes place in Mountain City, Tennessee. It's a small town nestled in the Great Smokies, and you said it's only about 90 miles from where we are.
Yeah, it's like 96 miles. We
In
could be up
western
there in
North
an hour and a
Carolina.
half, y'all.
The population is about 2,500 people, so we're talking about a very, very, very small town.
That's tinier than our town.
Mountain City is located north of Kingsport and Johnson City in the northeast corner bordering both North Carolina and Virginia. So it's like a tri-state area. Quick in Virginia, quick in North Carolina, all kind of like right there.
Why do tri-state areas always be so uppity? Just because you can be in 3 states in a very short period of time? I mean, who are you supposed to be?
Are they uppity?
Yeah, it's like the tri-county places, too.
I don't really know what you're saying, but okay.
Oh, my God.
So we've got a tri-state area here, moving along. It's the kind of place where families have lived for years and years, and small enough that everyone knows everyone's business. We know what that's like.
Yes.
Most of us do, unless we're living in a large city, but I think most of our Mountain Murders folks probably live in small towns, much like this. On January 31st, 2012, a man named Brad Osborne went to pick up his friend and coworker Billy Payne for work around 6:30 a.m. You see this with a lot of guys who work maybe at mills. I believe these guys worked at like a cotton sort of textile type of mill.
Yeah, it's car buddies.
Or, men who do like kind of the manual labor, like when you were doing a lot of fence jobs.
Oh, yeah.
You guys would kind of ride together.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that little bit of BS in time before you get to work.
Gotcha. Well, he waited for a few minutes outside, and when Billy Payne never came out, he decided he was going to walk around the side of the house to a sliding glass door that was seldom locked. So it's just kind of commonly known that these people did not lock this back door. And in small towns, we see this, we live it. We probably still know tons of people who don't lock their doors at night.
Right.
It's just what happens when you live in a teeny tiny place.
It's when you're comfortable with everybody around you.
He knocked on the door, and when no one answered, he entered the residence. Now, he heard the sound of the alarm clock ringing, which, by the way, is one of the most annoying sounds in the world.
Well, yeah, it depends on the alarm clock.
No, it's always annoying. I remember having neighbors once in an apartment that would leave and forget to turn their alarm off, and so it would be all day.
Oh, my
like,
God.
And you're like, oh my God.
Those assholes.
I'm going to just burn their apartment down. I don't care if all my shit goes up in flames, too. Fuck your alarm clock. Anyway, they hear this alarm ringing, and Osborne called out Billy's name several times, but got no response. He used the landline to call Billy's cell phone, but no one answered. He departed the house and drove on into work by himself. Later that morning, around 10 a.m., another man named Roy Stevens popped by the house to pick up some mail. He noticed that Billy Payne's vehicle in the driveway was still there, as well as his girlfriend's car, and her name is Billie Jean Hayworth, both parked in the driveway. It was unusual to see both home this time of day, so Stevens stepped around back to that unlocked door, knocked, no one answered. He goes on in the residence, calls out for the couple, no one responds. He kind of walks down the hallway, and that's when he makes a discovery that none of us want to make, right? He passes his first bedroom along this hallway, and he just sees blood all near the doorway. And when he looks in, he sees Billy Payne lying on his back in bed in a big pool of blood.
Oh, my God. That would be so scary.
He had been shot, and his throat was slit. Roy Stevens ran outside where his wife was waiting in the car. She was trained in CPR. Frantic, he calls out to her, tells her she has to come and assist in the home. There's this horrible scene. I need your help. They go back in the house. When she finds Billy Payne in bed, he's stiff and cold. And as I mentioned, his throat had been slit. He has no pulse. Mrs. Stevens phones 911 immediately. And while she's on the phone, the couple hears a noise coming from this other bedroom. When Roy Stevens goes to investigate in the second bedroom, he finds Billie Jean Hayworth lying on the floor of the bedroom, her 7-month-old baby still in her arms.
Oh, my God.
Now, the baby was breathing, appearing to be asleep, but Billie Jean not breathing, and she had been shot in the head.
Who can kill someone with a baby in their
Someone broke in this house in the middle of the night or wee morning hours, kills this man, his girlfriend, and she's holding the baby. Who could kill a mother holding a baby?